Hello YouTube, this is Charlie426 and today we have the review of the High Grade Universal Sentry or HGUC GM II. Now, as I mentioned in my last Gundam vlog, this is first seen in the the Zeta Gundam series and later up to Unicorn Gundam series. So, without further ado, let's get on with the review. Now, first of all, before I start, Happy New Year everybody. I'm currently recording this on the first day of January. And I hope everybody has had a great year, and hopefully they will also have another great year on 2017. Okay, first of all, what you get, of course, is the kit itself. You get a single beam rifle, pretty generic beam rifle, and you get one beam saber hilt, which is on the back, and you get a shield. Of course, even though despite getting one beam saber hilt, you get two beam saber effects, and they are the yellow ones, the short yellow ones, which is accurate to the show. You get some extra polycaps left as well, which isn't too surprising because I barely see any high grades actually use all of their polycaps. And currently I am using two hands. One is the multi-purpose hand for anything else. One is a actual trigger hand for the beam rifle, and another hand for the right side. However, there's one thing I would like to mention off, because there's some interesting stuff. On the instruction manual or picture, you might see that the arm guard or the hand guard here is white, but they come in gray, so that may be one of the things that you need to color. For decals, you don't get any stickers, but you get the decals. And they have your basic stuff, your white numbers, gray numbers, Titan symbols, Earth Federation symbols. However, there's one thing I really don't understand, because the red GM2s are from the Titans or later in the Earth Federation or EFSF. So having the Titan symbol and some Earth Federation logo doesn't make sense. However, they also give you the Eugo or Eugu stuff, like the logo, the words, letters. And here's something I really don't get, because the GM2, this one was used by the Titans and the Federation. However, the ones that the Eugo used are basically green. Everything that you see red here is supposed to be green. Basically, they have a different color scheme. So I don't know why they gave this, or basically they made this and they already had plans for a premium Bandai GM2 version for the Eugo version, which does exist, however is very rare and not many people know about. And I'm still looking for one. Hopefully I will be able to find one in the future. Anyway, as you can see, I used the decals for the Earth Federation Force or EFSF. I used the EFSF, the logo, and I put my signature number 426 on the shoulder. Okay, let's get on to the review. Now, on the decal sheet, you might see these big gray pieces, and I'll explain where it's supposed to go. I didn't use those because I didn't feel like them, but yeah, it's the only kind of unnecessary sticker if you ask me, but here we go. First of all, let's start with the head. The head, very general or very symbolic GM style head. Now, I don't have the original HGUC GM version, but I plan to do so pretty soon. So let's get on to the articulation. So it can go down that much, up that much. It doesn't really have that up feeling, and it can go I think it's okay. Somehow it's not going 360. 360 is not possible. It can go about, let's say, 60 degrees for each side, which isn't too bad because, you know, it's a GM2. Where those gray stickers are supposed to go is that if you see on the neck part, I think, you know what, I'll just pull off the head. Now, here's the part. This gray section here, this comes in entirely, I think, in a entirely red, same as the body color. So I colored it in metallic silver because I didn't want to use stickers, because I think I would not be able to pull off using stickers pretty well. So that's what I did. So, and also because of that polycap neck joint, it can go backward and forward if you do to wish so. However, that would also easily fall off the head, as you saw. Also, the cameras, they all have their own green stickers from the decal sheet. Green decals from the sheet. So you got one here on the chest, you got one on the forehead, and another one on the back of the head, back of the head, and there's one on the back of the camera. I mean, not back of the backpack, I mean, sorry about that. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 green stickers for that. Okay, let's get on to the arms. For now, I think I'll take off the shield. The arms, they're very tight and stiff, which is a very good thing. They can go about, let's see, they can go about 90 degrees out. They have your usual 360 twist, and then they are double jointed, so very nice articulation, and 360 would not be a problem even though you have that beam saber on the back. Once again, I really enjoy building this because sometimes it's about how basic it is, or basically how well did they pull off the color scheme or the articulation on a simple kit. It's not always about unicorns, astray, or how many weapons it has, or if it transforms or not. Sometimes it's the basics that make the best kit. Okay, and the hands are just your typical ball jointed polycaps as well. Okay, for the body, there's not much movement in the body itself because despite there's a color separation on the middle joint between the main body and the waist, this is just a single piece that attaches onto the main body with a few pegs. So it doesn't have any backward or forward movement, and the way how this connected is it is through a ball joint. Basically, there's a peg on top of the waist, and you put a ball joint polycap on top of it. However, because of the design and size of this part, it basically collides with the side skirt. So 360 is not possible unless you pull out a little bit, or no, since it's a polycap ball joint, so you're not able to go 360, which I really don't mind. And for the front skirt, it's one piece, but you can separate them if you want to. The side skirts don't move that much. Also, on the side skirt, they have these holes, which I assume is for some other weapons, but currently this weapon does not fit. This is not meant for that one, so I'm assuming there's something else. For the front skirt, because of it can move forward, because of the design and size of the basically the side swivel, it kind of collides with on top of the waist, so 90 degrees up front is not really possible. You can force it, but I don't really recommend it. However, the leg articulation is pretty good. You get sort of a double joint, however not exactly a double joint, so you only get about 90 degrees or a little bit more, which is fine. And the legs don't go that much on the side, but they do have your side swivel, so you can move it as much as you want. 360 not possible because of how the design is. The feet are just your typical ball jointed feet, nothing too special going on. Okay, I think we covered most of it. And also, just those who are wondering, the cockpit is also a separate piece. The thrusters don't move, but I do like how they pulled off on the leg joints where they have these cables looking thing going on. They pulled out pretty well. Okay, the last thing is the shield and the beam saber. The beam saber, you can just pull off and then just attach the beam saber effect to here. Of course, it's kind of stiff on the stiff side, and you can just pull it in. It doesn't really like clip into anything, so it's basically just holding it. However, it can pull off. It will fall down since no peg or hold is holding it, but it can do most poses as much as you want, as long as you don't hold it upside down. Finally is the shield, very iconic shield. I think this is like almost the exact same shield as the RX-78 shield, I'm assuming, because of the design. I'm not sure how the build is, but I'm going to assume it's almost the same. Of course, the cross could be a little bit bigger. I can't remember, but yeah. And this has your typical shield joint where it's 90 degree. There's this 90 degree bend piece, and you can attach this peg on the back of the arm, which also has it on both arms. And you can swivel it around since it's just connected to a round peg. There we go, and it can go swivel around. If you want to, you can also, there's a polycap inside the shield, so it can move. There's some movement like this if you want to do so, and it's very stiff once you connect it, so not gonna be easy to take off. And also, if you want to, you can attach it on the back of the arm if you wish to do so. Also, I almost forgot, the main shoulder is connected to the body with a ball joint as well. For the visor, there's no sticker for the behind the visor or inside the visor, but I think it would look very nice if they added a metallic green sticker into that. So yeah, that's basically it for the review for the HGUC GM II. Once again, this is a very basic kit. It has basic articulation. Okay, it may have some limitations, not as great as like modern kits. However, it's a very basic build, and it has really, basically this has the most updated or latest gimmicks or articulation in a basic high grade could ever have. So this is very recommended for any beginners out there or anybody who likes GMs. This is a very must get kit. I really enjoyed the build and really enjoyed this and loving the design. Also, I'm really eager and I'm really kind of excited for the Master Grade version. Sure, the Titans version or the red one is the P-Bandai exclusive. However, the Elgo or the green version, we don't have any confirmation, but I'm assuming that's a normal release. So I am so excited for that to come out, because the GM2 is not a core fire based, but basically just a normal. It doesn't have a core fire inside. That's why I really love the GM2s, because the first version did have a core fire, so that's why I'm kind of struggling to get a Master Grade version of it, because I'm not a big fan of core fighters. Anyway, once again, thank you for watching the review. Hope you enjoyed the series and review. If you found this video informative or enjoyable, please like my videos and also subscribe to my channel. I still have more kits to buy and build and make reviews out of, so please stay tuned. Also, I'll be heading off to Japan tomorrow, so I won't be able to make any videos for a week. Just letting you guys know. Until then, see you guys next time.